Hello everyone, this is Professor Pawan Shivankar and I welcome you in a 35th lecture of Control System Engineering, and today's topic is uh, of root locus, and we are dealing with the rules of construction of root locus, and this is the rule number 6, calculation of breakaway point. So in last lecture we have studied the steps. So how to breakaway point? Before we go for breakaway point, what is a breakaway point? It is a point where two branches of root locus coming to each other and they will collide. They will collide with each other and they will intersect or split, we can say split. So the point of collision is known as a breakaway point. So procedure of calculation of breakaway point is, first of all, to construct characteristic equation, then write the equation for the value of k, then differentiate that equation with respect to s and find out the roots of that equation. Okay, so let us calculate breakaway point for the given numerical. So g of s h of s is, step number 1, characteristic equation. Characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. So equation will be 1 plus k by s plus 1 s plus 4 equal to 0. So we'll do cross multiplication. First of all, we'll simplify this, all this bracket. So 1 plus k by s square plus s, and in second bracket s plus 4 equal to 0. So 1 plus k by here s cube plus 4s square plus s square plus 4s equal to 0. Now we'll do cross multiplication. So what we'll get, s cube plus here 5s square s square, that is a 4s square plus s square, that is a 5s square plus 4s plus k, this multiplication, okay, sorry, plus k equal to 0. So this denominator get multiplied with a 0, so you will get s cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k equal to 0. So this is a step number 1. Now secondly, write the equation for the value of k. So k equal to all terms will get minus, so minus of s cube plus 5s square plus 4s. Okay, now next is differentiate this equation with respect to s and equate with a 0. So dk by ds equal to 0. So differentiate this equation with respect to s. So s cube's derivative is 3s square plus 5 squares derivative is 2 into 5, that is a 10 into s plus 4s equal to 0. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to find, first of all, we have constructed characteristic equation, then what we get, s cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k equal to 0. Then we differentiate the same equation, okay, and equation we got 3s square plus 10s plus 4 equal to 0, and just calculate the roots of this equation on a calc. If you find roots on calc, you will get values as equal to maybe minus 0.46 and minus 2.86. okay, we got two values, that means 2 points. So among these two values we need to find which one is valid and which is not valid as a breakaway point. So how to be sure for a valid breakaway point? So we have seen rule of root locus region, calculating of root locus region. So that was, suppose this is your S plane, your question was g of s into h of s equal to k by s plus what, s plus 1 s plus 4. Okay, so you have pole are 3 and the values are 0, s equal to 0, s equal to minus 1 and s equal to minus 4, and no zeros, z is equal to 0. So plot all these values. So first pole is here, secondly at minus 1, and the last one is at minus 4. Okay, now region will start from infinity. Just a minute. Region is starting from infinity. So infinity to 0, 0 to minus 1, minus 1 to minus 4, and minus 4 to minus infinity. Okay, now check the root locus region. Put point here, check on right hand side. How many poles and zeros available here? On the right hand side of this point, no zero pole available on right hand side. So this is a non-root locus region completely. From infinity to 0, it is non-root locus region. Then between 0 to minus 1, put one point, check on right hand side. On right hand side, if you count number of pole and 0, we found only one pole is here. 1 is odd number. Okay, I repeat, between 0 to minus 1, we have considered one point. On right hand side of that point, we count number of poles and zeros. So we got one pole. Okay, so 1 is odd number, that's why this is a root locus region. Now the next, minus 1 to minus 4, again consider any point, check on the right hand side of that point. So we'll find 1, 2 poles available. 2 is a even figure, that's why this is a non-root locus region. We want odd figure. Then if you check between minus 4 to minus infinity, consider one point, check on right hand side. So on right hand side of that point, 1, 2, 3. So 3 is odd figure, that's why this is completely root locus region. Got it? Now our breakaway point values are minus 0.46 and minus 2.86. So put this value, place this value. This value will come in 0.46 and minus, so this value may come here. Okay, between 0 to minus 1, and this is a root locus region. If this is a root locus region, this value lies in root locus region, that's why it is a valid value, valid break away point. Okay, now check what this value is minus 2.86. Minus 2.86 comes in minus 1 to minus 4, in between minus 1 to minus 4, because we have region minus 1 to minus 4, 0 to minus 1, then minus 4 to minus infinity. Okay, so if we place this value may come minus 1, suppose minus 2, minus 3, so minus 2 point something. Suppose here this is a non-root locus region, so this value is invalid breakaway point. Got it? So what we need to do, we need to calculate first by this procedure, characteristic equation, then k equal to, then differentiate that equation and find out the values on calci. Then try to put these value in the root locus region. A value which comes in the root locus region will be the valid breakaway point. If it doesn't come in root locus region, like a non-root locus region, so it will be invalid breakaway point. So this is our useful value for numerical. Okay, so this is all about the breakaway point calculation. Now next rule, that is the rule number 7, intersection of root locus with imaginary axis. So what is meant by intersection of root locus with imaginary axis? Like suppose in numerical you are solving and suppose these are two pole. Okay, if these are pole, root locus will always start from pole. Suppose root locus is starting from this pole, another root locus is starting from like this pole, they will collide suppose here. So this may be breakaway point. Okay, now branches will split up and down, and suppose these branches are traveling like this. Suppose these branches are approaching to infinity but with the intersection of imaginary axis. Suppose this root locus branch intersecting this imaginary axis as this point here and here. So this point is known as, this coordinate is known as intersection of root locus with imaginary axis. Got it? Clear? Suppose your root locus is intersecting your imaginary axis, so where it intersect, that point is known as intersection of root locus with imaginary axis, and it has a standard procedure to calculate. So let us discuss what is the procedure. Step number 1, consider characteristic equation. You will get this ready step because you have gone through the rule number 6, calculation of breakaway point. So here you will get a ready-made characteristic equation. Okay, then for that characteristic equation, because procedure is same, 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0, so you will get this characteristic equation in rule number 6. No need to again calculate. Then step number 2 is construct roots array in terms of k. Now without solving that equation on calc and doing else, you need to construct root array. Then step number 3, determine k marginal. You need to find out value of k marginal. Then you need to construct auxiliary equation, step number 4. And step number 5 is roots of auxiliary equation are the intersection point of root locus. We have already studied this part in stability concept of root locus. Sorry, stability concept of control system. That is unit number 4. We have done this part in roots array pattern. How it exactly work? We'll consider this example. G of s h of s is k by s plus 1 s plus 4. Okay, so let us apply the procedure. Suppose example is g of s h of s equal to k by s plus 1, and find what intersection point with imaginary axis. We need to find point of intersection with imaginary axis. So question is k by s plus 1 s plus 4. First step is what? Consider characteristic equation, that is 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. We have ready-made equation because we will get same equation in step number 6 for breakaway point, and the equation we got as this one, s cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k equal to 0. See here we have done same. Characteristic equation is 1 by 1 plus g of s h of s, that is k by s s plus 1 s plus 4, and we got this equation. So s cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k. S cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k equal to 0. This is a characteristic equation. Now the step number 2 is construct a root array in terms of k. So let us construct root array for this pattern. So I am again writing characteristic equation s cube plus 5s square plus 4s plus k equal to 0. Sure? Yeah. Then Root's array. For Root's array, what is the procedure? First of all, check your equation in a descending order. It should be in a complete form: s cube, square, single s, and constant. Yes, it is in a complete order. Then highest power, that is s cube. Next higher power is square. Then single s, s raised to 1 and s raised to 0. Okay. So this is our Root's array pattern. Now coefficient of s cube is 1. Then leave one step like this. Okay, so s cube's coefficient is 1, then leave this s square, then coefficient of s is 4, then 0. Now s square, coefficient of s square is 5, then next step, leave this 4s, then k, then nothing is there, so 0. Okay, so write down the coefficients of odd term like 1, 4, 0, and even characters like s square or constant, that is a 5 and k. Now next term, s raised to 1 is 5 into 4 minus 1 into k by 5, so 20 minus k by 5. Okay, agreed. Then here 5 into 0 minus 1 into 0 divided by 5, so 0. Now s raised to 0 term, this term 20 minus k into 5 into k minus 5 into 0 divided by same term. Are you getting? 20 minus k by 5 into k minus 5 into 0, that is a 0, by 20 minus k by 5, so here you will get k. Okay, so now for stable system, first column should be more than 0. Okay, so from s raised to 0 row, k is greater than 0, then s raised to 1 row, 20 minus k by 5 again should be greater than 0. For calculation purpose of k value, we consider 20 minus k by 5 equal to 0. Okay, so what we will get? (20 minus k equal to 0. Okay, so 20 equal to k, so k marginal value is 20. Clear? Now next step, we have done with s raised to 0, s raised to 1, then here s square term will get auxiliary equation. Now auxiliary equation is, which is s square term, so it is 5 and k, so 5 s square plus k equal to 0. Okay, and we have value of k, so 5s square plus 20 equal to 0 because value of k is a 20, then s square divided by 5 to whole equation, so s square plus 20 by 5, that is a 4 equal to 0, so s square is equal to minus 4, so s equal to root of minus term will be I, so plus minus 2 I or j, whatever. So this plus minus 2j is a intersection point with imaginary axis. Got it? Suppose this is your S plane. So 0, -1, -2, -3, and this is your imaginary axis. So -I, -2i, -3i. Here plus I, 0i, 2i, 3i, -I, -2i, -3i. So what values we got as the intersection point? Plus minus 2i or j. So here and here 2i and minus 2i, r or j, whatever. So these are the intersection point of root locus with imaginary axis. Got it? Clear? So this was rule number 7. There are more rules. One more rule is there, and next rule is next rule is about angle of departure. Angle of departure and angle of arrival. This rule is specially for complex pole and complex zero. What is my complex pole, complex zero? Suppose you have term S plus 3 plus 2i or S plus 3 minus 2i, like that. Suppose, okay. So these two poles are of complex pole because real and complex conjugate pair is available. So this is a complex pole. Whenever your numerical contains like a such pole or zero, suppose S plus 1 plus 2i, S plus 1 minus 2i. So both complex pole and complex zero are available here. So whenever numerical contain such complex pole and complex zero, then and only then this rule is applicable, angle of departure and angle of arrival. So before we go for this rule, we'll cover some numerical which are called as a simple numerical. Simple numerical means without complex pole and complex zero. Some real pole, real zero will consider like k, S plus 1, S plus 2, S plus 5, whatever, S plus 7. So we'll solve some numericals which are of real pole, real zeros, and after that we'll go for this rule where numerical contain complex pole and complex zero. Okay. Now this is all about the rules of construction of root locus. Now these are the general steps to solve root locus. So step number 1 is get the general information about the number of open loop poles and the zeros and the number of branches. That is rule number 1. Okay, count number of poles, number of zeros, their values. Step number 2 is about draw pole zero plot. Identify section of real axis on the existence of root locus. That is existence of root locus. Okay, existence of root locus. Then predict the breakaway point, whether it is applicable. Again, whatever the 7 rules that we have covered, it is not necessary that each and every rule will be applicable to given numerical. It depends wholly on numerical. In some numerical, within 3 to 4 steps, problem will be solved. But for some cases, all rules may be applicable. Okay. Then angle of asymptotes, determination of centroid, calculation of breakaway point, calculation of intersection point. If complex pole and complex zero are available, then calculation of angle of departure or angle of arrival if possible. Okay, and then sketch the root locus. We need to sketch this root locus on a graph paper specially. Okay, we'll draw our root locus on graph paper. And last one is predict the stability and performance of given system by using root locus. That means after a final sketch on graph paper, we'll comment on a stability of system, whether the system stable. Later on it may or may not be the stable, so it may become unstable. So at what values, after what values it will be unstable. So all these comments will do on the question or the given system. Okay, so this is the very first question for a given unity feedback system. G of s is k by s plus 4 s plus 2. Sketch the sketch the rough nature of root locus, showing all details on it, and comment on stability of the system. Okay, so of course we will solve this numerical in a next lecture because time is very less, and we'll go with all steps one by one, right from rule number 1 to rule number 7. Okay, try to predict which rule is applicable and which rule is not necessary for the given numerical. Okay, so be there for the lecture, and we'll stop here. Thank you.